Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we will talk about Lydian, we talk about E-Lydian, and we will talk about also the Raga, which comes with Lydian. And these are, it's actually like considered mostly the most common and used Raga is Yaman. Yeah, Yaman is just the Lydian scale, and it uses an interesting feature going up, but that we will talk very soon here. Then you have Kalyan. Kalyan is the tat, can be just the tat of the seven notes, which is also like just the Lydian scale. Yeah, and then you have Kalyan as a raga, and this is also like very much connected to Yaman. Yeah, uses the same notes. It's not maybe not that strict in the ascent. Also considering the movement of ni to sa. Although I'm not really quite exactly sure about that. I did not really study like Kalyan so much. So. But there's also some Imam Kalyan or Yaman Kalyan, which I found in the book of by Ali Akbar Khan and George Ruckert. They wrote an incredible book together. I mean, mostly I think George Ruckert wrote down everything and structured the whole thing, and based on the teachings he got like for more than 25 years from directly from Ali Akbar Khan. And this Imam Kalyan is a bit different in the sense that it also shows like should ma sometimes in the descent going, because like Lydian is tifra ma, yeah, it's a sharp four, but this should ma, the perfect fourth, sometimes is shown in the descent when approaching a little bit like gamma ga, yeah, this kind of a movement with shudma and then going down. But that's also something we will not care about. We will have some tans by Ali Akbar Khan here also in the Raga Imam Kalyan, but also as it's noted there that those do not use any shudma, so they're just this Lydian quality, and they can really also be used in the context of Yaman. Also, all these ragas have their own peculiarities. Like they have their own like special kind of features which really make them different for sure. But in general, you can say that's the Lydian. That's the Lydian thing. Yeah? Kalyan, Yaman, Imam Kalyan. These are these Lydian ragas, and it's a beautiful bright color, and they're all like also like evening ragas. They share the same time, and also you see they're like Raga Kalyan and Raga Yaman. They both have like Vadi Ga, so the most strong note is Ga, and Ni as a somebody. Yeah? It's also in both ragas the same. So in a way we mix them a little bit because we do not think, as you may already found out in this channel, my channel Guitar Academia, that I'm not concerned too much with like to be really to really learn a certain thing in that kind of a correct way that you can just be a great raga musician now here in this raga lessons. It's really, we try to of course we go quite deeply. I mean, we're not just scratching a little bit on the surface. We go quite deeply sometimes with these different ragas. But our concern here, our aim is that we want to learn more about music in general, and that we want to apply those things to our own music. And When you really want to learn Indian classical music, it would be, of course, great to have a really good teacher, which you really admire, and you really love that music, and then go there and take lessons. I mean, go to India, it's a real. I mean, for me, it was an amazing experience. Okay, so. Yaman, I mean, let me, first also, in the description below there is a link to the PDF. There are 2 pages this time, and you find all these different melodies, these different things I'm talking about in notation, so you can go and practice that stuff. Or also downloading that PDF is also, you will also support this channel, so it would be a very good thing to do. Okay, so the idea when we step, I mean we know Lydian, right? I mean, I hope so that you know Lydian. We will take Lydian from E, so we will have that. That kind of a thing, right? Just scale and different like ornaments and stuff. I'm not thinking too much Raga now. So that's Lydian. And when we go into the Raga thing, we just we think more what makes what do I have to do? What do we have to do to make a Raga out of Lydian? Not because we want to then really play that Raga and we want to record it and everything. No, it's we want to get other ideas, different ideas. So we want to actually, that's the thing. We want to actually gain a more complete picture of what Lydian is. Yeah, we just look at different cultures and we find like more general concepts, also the framework lessons and everything, and then we look at that. How is it applied here, and what is different, and why actually why it's like that, and how, and very often I find like what's very beneficial when you study Indian Raga music is that, especially when you deal with scales which you just play anyway, like Dorian, Phrygian, major scale, Ionian, and Lydian, to just get different ideas how about like melodic phrases and melodic ways. So there in Raga music there are all these rules, and the interesting thing is really to go there and to listen and to try them and see what's happening, because mostly when you just put all these notes together, like 7 notes, Lydian, and you just play and improvise with them, it will sound nice and everything is cool, but you will miss a lot of colors which are possible by reducing yourself, by putting limitations on you. Just use these notes, just stick to them. Just use these notes going up, just use these notes going down. Show that note, and that note, and always go to that note and feature that note, because sometimes it's a different note what you normally would feature if there's any note you would feature, if you think about that. This concept of like Vadi, or this kind of a thing. Or this Asmar Karar idea also in Makam. Yeah, where you sometimes just have the same scale, but you go to a different note, which is your temporary root. Yeah, and this is a kind of a similar concept here. It's all connected: Makam, Raga, European harmony, Western harmony. It's one thing. Okay. It's coffee time. If you don't do any breaks, you practice and you do lessons the whole day, then I mean, here I'm recording a lot of videos right now for Guitar Academia. So what you see might be recorded already maybe some months ago. Then of course you have to put the breaks, the coffee breaks, in the lesson. Otherwise, it would mean that you have to break the lesson. So I would never do that. Would never stop making music. That's very important. Okay, so if we go into that Yaman now, we see that we have like a pentatonic moving up. And the interesting thing here is that actually we have a D sharp minor pentatonic. Yeah, we have this. Yeah, but not that, but that. Down. Moving the Avarohan, the downward motion is. So it's like. And that already creates a sort of very clear, it's sort of mood, right? This idea of what's actually happening here, that's really an interesting thing, is this, you can think, okay, it's a D sharp minor pentatonic, but what it really is it's E Lydian, and you just skip the most important like framework notes, the root and the perfect fifths. You skip when you go in the ascent, when you go up. So no, directly. Yeah, and this creates a beautiful color. And then no. Yeah, you can even go higher to F sharp and then resolve it. So also moving up, moving down gives you all the gravity again, yeah, the perfect fifth and the tonic. It's very interesting actually. There's one very common thing, or I think it makes it's something I'm thinking about quite a lot when I'm thinking about Raga. Is that this idea, you can just say, oh, it's moving up in a pentatonic, it's D sharp minor pentatonic, and then you think, oh wow, then I already know it because I know my D sharp minor pentatonic. And that is only half true, because when you deal with Raga, you're not only playing either up or down, you always make these combinations. Yeah, phrases are not like that, it's like always like that. So in these phrases you show all the notes, but it's only the way how you approach them. So it's a little bit more about not thinking that upward form as a kind of a scale. It's more the idea of, okay, in the upward in the Arohan, I skip those notes, but I will show them when I go down. So for example, it's not really that. It's more or. So they are there, these notes, yeah? And they are also like so it's a way, it's a kind of what you can sing, it's a kind of a approach, huh? like from both sides. But you don't go directly. You don't go up. Yeah? Now you see these both versions there, up and down, the Arohan and the Avarohan. And we talked about that in many lessons, so that's clear, I think. Then you have the Pakar. The Pakar is like these or also Chalan. You maybe can already say like Chalan to that. It's like a minimum kind of notes in a kind of combination in combinations. Like combinations of a minimum notes which really clearly show the raga, yeah, which give you really the color. So these movements are also needed when we might get a little bit off the raga. Yeah, showed maybe a different raga, not different notes, but a different kind of a showing too much a certain kind of a note. So these phrases can always bring us back, and that's the first phrase. Ga is also the Vadi, yeah, right? So Vadi is we go to Ga by skipping the Sa, yeah, and that's the Arohan. And then next would be that's also nice and okay, let's do this mirror exercise. It's something I learned from Ranajit Sengupta in Raga Yaman, and this is quite challenging actually. Of course, you have to practice that with a metronome, for sure. But I show you 1, 2, okay, kind of. I would maybe have to practice this a little bit to be really satisfied with that. But I think you got this idea. And really, the idea is really, of course, at the same time as it is a Yaman phrase, at the same time it's also a rhythmical and a technical a technique study, right? So, and also this rhythmical idea is like 1 and 2 and taki to 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 taki. Yeah, so it's also this idea, or like 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1. Yeah, this kind of displacement. We talked a lot about ball displacement. Of course, you can do the same thing also with mirror to displace phrases which are based on the mirror technique, so on the slides thing. Okay, so let's go on with the next page. There you see these tans by Ali Akbar Khan in Raga Yaman Kalyan, and I like those actually a lot. It's also something you really have to check out, because that's really reminding me always on that recording, and I'm sure that Mohammad Omar is a rabab player, that he plays this kind of Yaman, maybe even Imam Kalyan. I'm not really sure, but there's a great duo recording when he, I think, went the first time to America from Afghanistan. He's a rabab player from Afghanistan, and then in America he played with a very young Zakir Hussain tabla, and they did a recording, and it's really beautiful. I put the link down in the description below, and you should really listen to that. It's like so inspiring music, so also dynamic and strong playful, and yeah, it's really deep, and this rub-up sound, it's amazing actually. There's also some videos on YouTube, but the recording is beautiful. Okay, now let's play those tans. And tans are just these phrases which are in time, and you pick a certain microbeat speed. In this case, it's like the division of the basic pulse, each matra, into 4 microbeats, and that equals the quarter notes in the Western music system, dividing that into 4/16. Yeah? So the first tan, it's actually like the whole thing is one thing, but I also left out some tans which are in that book of George Ruckert and Ali Akbar Khan, this first year study North Indian classical music, something like that. And so I play that for you. Let's go step by step. Yeah, every line is working great by itself, and there are a lot of ideas, concepts which are in these lines, which for me they are really inspiring, and I hope for you too. Okay, so the first is. Next would be oh, one more time. Yeah. And the next is. Next would be. Okay, so that's also a beautiful one. Next is okay. Next is so one more time. A bit more musical maybe. All right. Yeah, I think that's it for this lesson. I really like those lines. I really like this kind of Yaman, Kalyan, Imam Kalyan, this Lydian thing, and it has a really nice, beautiful, bright color, very positive and very energy, you know, and I hope these phrases and these different concepts and ideas will really also inspire you, and will also help you maybe in ways which not really necessarily be like really raga music, but to get ideas, to get nice concepts, to get like different sounds, and really check out this recording. Really check it out. I put the link down in the description below. This is Mohammad, Omar with Zakir, Hussain. And of course, like Yaman is like a very, 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 very typical, mostly like the first raga of every student in North Indian classical music. It's like really this is the evening raga, and then maybe you also learn Bhairav, which is completely different, using all these other notes, and then you have already like a sort of foundation for Indian classical music for the different other ragas. But of course, to really learn North Indian classical music or South Indian classical music, these ragas, I mean, you really have to. It really needs a lot of time to really understand that, to really feel like the whole thing with all its rules, regulations, and features and so on will really become like second nature. Will really like become intuitive, you know. And then you can also of course, like playing this, using all that and putting that in rhythm and doing all this T-high stuff and odd talas and. Phew, that's something, you know. It's and so what we're doing is like a little bit like we just take bits and pieces, you know. It's to really learn the whole thing, to really learn Yaman in a very deep way, where you can say, okay, I really know Yaman and I can perform here on stage, and there may be some other musicians listening which are really great musicians, and they say, yeah, it was nice, was nice. This will take many years. All right, but I'm assuming that you maybe you take this as an inspiration to go more into that. So do that. It's a cool idea, of course. Yeah, I think we talked enough. You get this idea, you get the picture. So that's it for this lesson. Outside there, the construction work started, so we better finish this. If you like those lessons here on Guitar Academia, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click the bell button to get notifications when a new video will be released. This is the case here every week. And also you can support my work here on this channel. Just go down in the description to the link on my website, whopildenbrand.com, the Guitar Academia page there. There you find a button where you can also donate. So this would be really cool. I would really appreciate that, to see that you value the stuff what I'm sharing here with you, and you really want to support my work here, get more involved, would be really great. All right, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. My name is Hildenbrand.